Alright, we'll just get this started. There we are. Welcome back. Hello. Just setting everything up. Bear with me a second. Panzer, hey! How's it going, everyone? Been a little while since the last one. I had to, well, I was focusing on edit crunch for the last video, but got that out of the way now. So let's get back into the swing of things with doing these playthrough streams, because these are quite fun. Right. So we're going to be going through the Soviet campaign this time. Try and get a couple of missions done. This is where it gets fun. Do like the Soviet campaign in the first Red Alert. It's a lot of fun to get through. So I hope everyone's doing all right today. Right, I think we're all set up. Okay. I could really do like a holding slide when we start the stream. Just come up and say, hey, stream starting in, I don't know, 10 minutes or something like that with a countdown. Rather than jumping in and then panicking like, I've got to set everything, I've got to post all the links while everyone's waiting. So I'll try and get some like slides set up. Try and make it look a little bit more profesh. How was Videos Man this week? Videos Man is doing alright. Hope you're doing well too. Right. Okay. Oh, ignore the piano if you heard that. I've got OBS set up so that when a stream starts, when a recording starts or ends, it makes a weird noise, just so I know when something starts. But then the recording itself hears that, so whenever I start a recording, it plays a piano noise. So if you heard a piano noise there, that's what that was. Right, I think we're good to get started. So again, we've got the VQA FMV mod installed, which you can find on the Steam workshop, where you get the mods from. The audio of the FMVs is going to be quite low, but hopefully the in-game audio and the music itself should be balanced well. Let me know if it's not. How's it going, everyone? Great God of upscaling. I've no idea if there'll be Remastered Collection 2. I would love there to be, but all I can say is it's a possibility because they've had Petroglyph. It's something that makes sense to go through. Whether it actually will happen or not, I've no idea. I don't want to speculate. Don't get your hopes up. I really hope so. Hopefully at some point someone can make an actually difficult version of C&C and RA, since hard in this game is just annoying. Fair enough. I usually just play it at normal. I think it would be good for Tib Dawn if there's like a map pack. So you're still experiencing original maps, but just the level design is upgraded a bit better, so it's a bit more welcoming to newcomers. Because otherwise, for a newcomer, you kind of need to be prepped on how the game works, how to manage your fields and stuff like that. Doing well, thanks. How you doing?
Hitler is out of the way.
Congratulations, Professor. With Hitler removed...
Time will tell. Sooner or later. Time will tell.
Again, the FMVs are a little bit quiet, but the in-game should be fine. You do need some familiarity with Tibdawn to get into it pretty well. I found that it's hard to get through the later levels without certain cheese strats, particularly with sandbags, especially. And pretty much every game I would have like a checkerboard pattern of rifle infantry on the Tib fields just to stop harvesters from emptying the field completely. But it's things like that the game's still fun, but for someone who's never played either C&C or is perhaps new to RTSs entirely, the first C&C is a difficult place to start. A creeping sandbag strat. You gotta love it. Just the AI with all their units crammed up against the sandbags going, let us in! Let us in! Present day, unknown year. Starting game was Tibdawn on the N64. Wow, that's an experience.
Is it safe to speak?
Of course. Go on.
The kill time depends upon the weight of the subject. The children were terminated in less than 15 seconds, and the adults took longer, 18 to 42 seconds.
No survivors.
None, Comrade Stalin.
The total dead?
Approximately 840.
My intelligence said there were 877 people in the village.
Played C&C 1 yesterday, had to switch to easy mode in Mission 6. That's absolutely fine. Especially for Tibdawn. Take easy mode as default, especially if you've not played the original game.
Already underway, Comrade Stalin.
So don't worry about like going with normal or even hard difficulty with Tibdawn. Feel free to play on easy, it's absolutely fine. Because it's quite an archaic game level design-wise.
According to this profile, you should prove useful.
I would like to see that profile.
Give the lieutenant something important.
Oh, Ambient Joe, thank you very much. Glad you enjoyed them.
That is all, Gradenko.
Forgive me, Comrade Stalin, but there is something else.
I hate the non-base building missions. The Nod campaign's quite fun, isn't it? Quite a lot of those.
They have blocked the roads into town here and here.
They are enemies of the people. Destroy the town and kill everyone in it. Come, my dear. I have an assignment which requires your special skills.
Let's see how you handle this. Go at once to Turun. Destroy everything and everyone. No prisoners, no survivors.
Oh, but is that all, Gradenko?
That is all.
Ah, thought so. Because your videos I started playing Kane's Wrath. Nice. Or Kane's Wraith. It's a good game. It's a fun one, Kane's Wrath.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Right. Let's start with classic graphics in this one.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
But this is just a fun mission.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Zoom mod, yes. I have pixel perfect zoom levels is the one I tend to go with. So for the remaster graphics, it gives you the 100% zoom, so all the sprites are the exact size. I'm playing it 1440, and the stream is being squashed down to 1080, so it's not going to be exact from what you're seeing on the stream, but yeah, this is 100% size for the sprite. So I would recommend that mod if you like a zoom mod.
Agreed. Affirmative. Vehicle
Right, we're already at the bit where I'm distracted by. I've got to read chat. I've got to see what chat's saying. It's one of those games that's it's a little bit more difficult to autopilot on.
Yes, affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, affirmative.
Nice.
Yes, affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. At once. Awaiting or acknowledged.
This is just one of those nice cathartic missions. Nice and easy, just having a bit of fun blowing a whole bunch of stuff up. It was always fun, these old missions with the barrels everywhere.
Reporting well.
Nice. I think we just need to blow up some buildings.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Those pixelated civilians. Indeed. Oh, we are the baddies. Today we're the baddies. I always love this background render. I think they reused this background for one of the FMVs for Retaliation.
Georgi Kukov, Chief of Field Operations for this region.
Daniel's mission with the artillery piece was a nightmare on PS1, yeah.
Tomorrow our attack begins. For today, you have guard duty.
I remember a Grenadier bug where if you timed it right, you could lob grenades from anywhere of the map towards anything on the map. Wow!
Command center. The Allies have been moving closer and closer to our position. Watch out for sneak attacks. If conflict erupts.
First C&C was Tib Wars, fair enough. I mean, considering it's C&C 3, it does kind of work as a jumping in point for players that haven't played before, to be fair. As long as you go back and check out the old games, Tib Wars is not the worst place to start. Sweet, okay.
Yes, sir. At once.
Do like this mission.
Agreed.
Building.
Get some yaks, we want Oref. We always had this weird building that's, I remember back when I first played, like, what is this building all about?
Building. Unit
It's an odd building that you don't see anywhere else.
Yes, sir. Ready and wait. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Ah, ow.
Unit lost.
Reporting.
Alright.
Acknowledged.
Worst place to finish is C&C 4, yes. Do we need to blow this up at all? I don't know.
Affirmative.
Hey, money.
Reporting. Reporting.
No, Alice, we're not doing that again. My goodness.
Construction complete.
Dark Rakayas, thank you so much. Very kind of you to say.
New construction options.
Tib Wars is a great game in many ways. It has its flaws, but overall it's a fine to great game. Absolutely agree.
Building.
It's a bit different for some people, a bit too different. But
Agreed.
overall, it's definitely a decent game. Tib Wars is 3, yes, that's the one.
New construction options.
All right. This is pretty simple, so
Unit ready. Unit ready. Training.
We'll just cram in a bunch of infantry.
Training.
Oi!
Unit ready. Training.
Waiting orders.
Unit
Ready
lost.
and very well.
Unit
Very well.
ready.
Down to one dog.
Unit ready.
Very well. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Get the yaks nearby,
Affirmative.
just in case we need them.
Acknowledged, sir. Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, affirmative.
Training.
Whoa.
Yes, affirmative. Report acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Training.
Yes, affirmative.
Unit ready.
Nice.
Training. Reinforcements have arrived.
Oh boy, okay.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Training.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Ready.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Waiting orders, sir.
That whole building always looked like it had a big open mouth with teeth showing.
Yes, acknowledged. Reporting affirmative. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
you guys are empty. Okay.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Waiting orders. Course.
Unit lost.
Waiting orders. Very well.
Okay.
Very well.
Let's
Yes, sir.
get these guys situated as well.
Very well.
We've got enough guys now.
Sir.
Let them catch up. So obviously the bridge is down. Make short work of the base.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Of course. Reporting. Waiting. Affirmative.
Silence
sir. Affirmative.
needed. Unit lost.
Reporting once. Reporting
Oh.
orders.
Oh my goodness, what happened there?
Acknowledged. At once.
Unit lost.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Silos needed.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Reporting, sir.
Oh,
Reporting, of course.
Unit lost.
gone back here. Is it like how they went with, like,
Reinforcements
barrels
have arrived.
for whatever these weird things were? Like, we'll turn them into like tanks, like
Yes, sir. Agreed. Yes, sir. At once.
propane tanks or something like that.
Yes, sir.
Silos
Yes, sir.
It's alright, Alice, will do, thank you.
Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Echo 5, hello there.
At once.
Oh,
Affirmative.
we're gonna get squashed.
Very well. Affirmative. Reporting once.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
So Gren's blowing up, isn't it? There we
Sir,
go.
Affirmative.
The glass bar of power, yes. Separate build queues for production, etc. That's actually something that I'm not as much of a fan of. I much prefer the classic C&C style of you've got one build queue for each type of factory, but it just speeds up production when you have multiple factories. I think then with multiple build queues, you're always it increases artificially the amount that you have to click on things. So it kind of turns it more so into a click fest. Whereas with a single build queue, it makes each unit choice, each queue choice more meaningful. So I tend to favour the classic style rather than the multiple build queue style. Who's that dapper fella? Yeah, multiple build queues is more micro-intensive and means targeting a building first. I definitely agree.
And how did the Allied dogs eliminate our Sovrinsk facility?
Impossible. My security was...
Inefficient as we feared. That plant was our primary site. Will there be enough nerve gas left to proceed with our plan?
Pretty sure there are barrels in a cutscene. Remember discussions for staff when remaking the war factories for a path beyond over a decade ago. Oh, wow.
Well,
I I must report. A few hours ago,
Interesting. Cheers.
Einstein was kidnapped.
I know.
We are recovering him as we speak.
Good. Good! I do not wish to kill so committed an officer as you, Gradenko.
I don't know where Einstein is. Yet. But I do know who betrayed our cause. We have tracked him down in Lund, where he undoubtedly waits to rendezvous with resistance forces. He must die a traitor's death. Get to Kri again and use your dogs to sniff out the coward before he can take refuge in a safe house.
Well, you gotta love the old 90s style pixel vomit cutscenes. Who doesn't love these?
For king and country.
Ah,
Explosive charge.
this mission.
Base is under attack.
This classic mission.
Reinforcements have arrived.
The dog mission.
Started.
When's a visual novel? Oh no. I don't think we're going to be doing a video on the C&C 4 novel.
Ready and waiting.
Right.
Acknowledged. Yes,
You
sir.
guys,
Yes,
different
sir.
group.
Affirmative. At once.
I have dogs over here, you guys down here. I remember how this goes.
Very well.
I'm on the level.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
At once.
Rather than just rushing the dogs in and getting shot by the pillbox. I've learned my lesson. I learned it a long time ago on this mission.
Agreed. Affirmative.
Right.
Acknowledged. At once.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yeah, Redlet is, I think, better designed level-wise, particularly for newcomers.
Very well.
Hey, buddy.
Well.
Now, I don't think it's... I'm not sure whether it's worth following him.
Very well.
Oh, we need to get him out of the church, don't we? Okay.
Agreed. Very well. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Course.
Reinforcements
Yes, very
have
well.
arrived.
Affirmative.
Okay.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Right, we're going dogless.
Affirmative. Reporting at once. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Of course.
Big pixel time.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Reporting. Very well. Reporting. Affirmative.
10 minutes
At
remaining.
once.
Alright, we've got to get over here in 10 minutes. Okay,
At once.
let's see if we can do it. Right, you do that.
Very well.
There we go.
Yes, sir. Well. Ready and waiting.
GDI versus Scrin Escape from Berlin.
At once.
Those Scrin invasion missions are quite fun. Alright. Move to the church? I think he's moved to the church.
Agreed.
Come on then. Where are you?
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Waiting orders.
Did he?
Very well.
I don't know, maybe I just blown up a church for no reason.
Affirmative.
There we go, we're over here.
Lost.
Waiting orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Agreed. Affirmative.
Okay.
Very well. Report agreed. Yes, sir.
There you are. There you are, buddy. Come on then. Nice.
Mission accomplished.
That mission always gave me a headache back in the 90s, but it's a fun one now. When you know what you're doing, when you've gone through all the this doesn't work, okay, we'll try it a different way. Okay, this doesn't work, we'll do something different. Shadow G graphics. Yeah, we're switching between with each mission, so we'll go with remastered with this one. Because the remastered graphics are really, really good. They're just something about those huge, chunky pixels from the original games. Just certain charm to it.
Work dealing with that spy. You please, Stalin. Make sure you never disappoint him. Now, I have a special task for you. We are amassing for our attack on Berlin. The Allies are aware of this, so we are going to, how do they say, throw them a bone? I want you to create a diversion. Occupy their troops until we can drop soldiers behind their lines.
One thing I learned from that spy mission was save every 10 minutes. Good thing in the remaster collection, good trick particularly if you're new, set quick save to an easily reachable key like F, especially for the later Tib Dawn missions, because the way that these old games are designed, it's supposed to be very much experiment with different tactics to see what works. You're not going to know what to do the first time. So having an easy to reach quick save, since there's no autosave, is it helps maintain your sanity in the later missions, particularly for Nod.
New construction options. Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Right.
Acknowledged.
I don't recall the layout of this map off the top of my head. I think usually I go with the other one.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Quick save was very much a thing of older games, yeah, especially with no like checkpoints and things like that.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Can't wait for OpenArray to adopt remaster asset import, yeah. That'll be pretty beneficial.
Options. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Already bought the game, now I want to play it.
Acknowledged.
Hey, don't stick around in the stream if you want to play the game. Feel free to jump off and boot the game up yourself.
Acknowledged.
Right. So we're backed up into a corner over here, that's good.
New construction
So,
options.
what do we want?
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Training.
Let's
Unit
get...
ready. Training. Unit ready. Building. Training. Unit
Let's whack
ready.
the gold.
Training. Construction complete. Unit ready. Training.
Affirmative.
Building. Unit ready.
No, yeah, the OpenArray team said they were working on it. I don't think it's just implemented in the full build yet, but it's definitely something that they're working on. Oh boy, okay.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Okay, so there's a gap gen over here somewhere.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
I'm going to leave the
Acknowledged.
pillbox because they are just going to rebuild it, I assume.
New construction options.
Okay, now we've got our radar.
Affirmative.
Building.
Report. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Agreed.
Sweet. Probably going to be able to come from this direction as well. So I think those are our two main vectors.
Silos needed.
Silos needed. You
Training.
having a giggle?
Unit
Building
ready.
stuff over here.
Training.
Yes,
Unit
sir.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Seems these ridiculous double-barreled tanks. Yeah.
Training. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Training. Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Training.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Yes, sir. At once.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Reporting. Very well.
Training.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
At once.
Unit ready.
You there?
Training.
Silo, just because you're complaining. I guess because it's the
Building.
minerals.
Unit ready. Training. Construction complete.
Reporting.
Building.
Waiting orders.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete. Building. Construction
There we go.
complete. Building.
Now
Building.
we'll not go with yaks this time around. Let's just go with infantry blob and tank blob. So we'll get another wharf.
Reporting once.
Okay, so we've got our circle here, so the gap gen is probably going to be about there.
Unit lost.
Very well.
Unit lost? What? Oh.
Lost.
Oh, okay.
Unit lost.
Oh boy. Alright, let's not go with grunts.
Building.
Reporting once.
Unit ready.
Reporting at once.
Okay, so much for that blob.
Vehicle reported. Waiting orders. Very well.
Training.
Acknowledged. Ready
That's
and
just me
waiting.
because I'm using grenadiers, I suppose.
Unit.
Maybe
ready.
let's not go with them.
Unit ready. Training.
Right.
Construction complete.
There.
Unit ready. Training.
Vehicle
Runway
reporting.
building selected. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Reporting.
Training.
Awaiting
Building.
orders.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready.
Never really got into the TIB series, just the original game. That's fair.
Building.
Reporting.
I always much prefer the TIB series for the story, the campaign and stuff like that. But the Red Alert games, while less
Unit ready.
heavy on the lore and the story and stuff like that, probably the best games in the series in terms of gameplay.
Yes, sir.
Construction options.
Reporting.
Low power.
Affirmative.
Low power.
Unit ready. Building.
Yeah, OpenRA is very much a completely different game, so don't treat it as a different version of the original games. It's a completely different game that just uses the same assets, is probably the best way of thinking of OpenRA.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Repairing.
Vehicle reporting.
You must know Jethel, do you see him as a rival, or would you consider doing a collab? I don't think of him as a rival, we're just two people who are in pretty much the exact same niche. No, he's definitely a pretty cool guy. He's a very talented guy, does some fantastic stuff, and I would definitely recommend, because if you enjoy my videos, you'll most likely enjoy his stuff too.
Unit ready.
If you wanted to do a collab, I'd entirely be up for it. But at the same time, I don't want to come across too much as, hey, let's do a collab and do stuff like this, because I'm more so along the lines of, I'm happy just, he's doing his own thing, I'm doing my own thing, we're just kind of in the same niche, so it's all good, it's all fine. I don't think of him as like, oh, he's in my niche, he's doing my, he's on my turf kind of thing. Because we're in the same niche, but it's more content for the people that enjoy watching it. That's the main thing.
Affirmative.
But absolutely, if you wanted to do some kind of collab or something like that, I'd be entirely on board.
Yes, sir. Very
Unit
well.
ready.
Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Building.
Right, I think we'll approach from this vector. So I'll set up a flamer on this side, just in case, but we probably won't need it.
Unit ready. Building.
Where'd you purchase this game from? You can get it on either Steam or Origin. There's not much in it. The Origin version's fine. The Steam version is the better version, primarily because of mod support, because you can use the Steam Workshop, so it's integrated into the game itself. The Origin version for mods, you just need to download the mods separately and put them into the mod folder manually. Other than that, both versions are pretty much identical.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Alright,
Vehicle report. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
let's rush in.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. At once. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Yes, once. Awaiting
Right,
orders.
so let's see if we can get that.
Yes, sir. Yes, at once.
There's the gap gen.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Right, infantry, get the gap gen.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Tanks, take out the tanks. Nice. Get the infantry away from there.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Base is under attack.
Oh boy, okay.
Awaiting orders. Comrade.
Excuse me.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Okay.
Sir. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Ready and waiting. Waiting orders. Awaiting acknowledged. Vehicle report. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Waiting orders. Awaiting ready and waiting. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Just looping around here, they're not sure where to go.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
How are those guys
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
protecting the halves, just in case? I'll get back to you in a second, chat, don't worry.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Waiting orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, affirmative. Yes, affirmative. Reporting orders. Yes, sir. Waiting orders. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
Yep, I see that.
Yes, acknowledged. Waiting orders. Yes, sir. Reporting. Waiting orders. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Waiting order. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir. Yes, acknowledged.
Alright, you guys get that. You take that.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
They're just looping around, they're not sure what to do.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Of course.
Actually, we'll keep the infantry away from the ref.
Of course. Yes, affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle
Oh boy,
report
okay.
acknowledged.
There's more going on there than I thought.
Building.
Yes, affirmative. Comrade. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Comrade.
Right. The infantry can take out the
Unit
base,
ready.
Agreed.
Building.
Waiting order.
whereas we'll have the tanks take out the other tanks and these base defences over here.
Unit ready.
Gotta say, I love how welcoming your Discord server is. Looks like a nice community. Thank you so much.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
And genuinely thank you to everyone on the server who's been
Unit
Acknowledged.
pleasant and made it a nice place to visit. That's really, really important to me.
Waiting order. Yes, sir.
unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Oh, I destroyed it, so I guess they're rebuilding them. We've got the conyon down now, so we're good.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Waiting
ready.
orders, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Waiting affirmative.
Are you gonna land? Yeah, you are.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Ready and waiting.
Have I watched the Red Alert Gal shorts by NCH Productions? Yes, I have.
Very well. At once.
Very charming little animations.
Affirmative.
Hopefully there's going to be more. Oh, there's another gap gen over here.
Lost.
Oh boy, okay, get out of there.
Training.
Affirmative. Comrade.
Unit ready. Training.
Reporting. Waiting
Building.
orders. Waiting
Unit
order.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Affirmative. Waiting orders. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
now let's take out all this stuff on this side first.
Reporting. Agreed.
You guys can regroup over there.
Ready.
Affirmative.
Training. Unit ready. Training.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Yes, affirmative. Yes, acknowledged. Comrade, affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Ready and waiting.
Unit ready.
Waiting order.
Training.
Yes, affirmative.
Building.
Yeah, let's get rid of all these buildings up here, then we move on.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Like watching the MCVs unpack in 4K. Yeah, those are some fantastic videos.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Training. Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Okay,
Training.
Yes, sir. Report, sir.
I think we've got enough here. Actually, let's go over here. Do we? No, infantry over here, tanks over here. Now I'll be in Scotty before you.
Yes, acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Waiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit Unit ready.
Affirmative, comrade.
There we go.
Affirmative. Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged at once. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Okay, let's see what we've got here.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting orders. Affirmative. Agreed.
Unit
Very
ready.
well. Agreed.
Unit
Yes,
lost.
sir.
Oi. Thank you.
Yes, affirmative. Waiting order. Ready and waiting. Orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, acknowledged. Yes, at once. Yes, acknowledged. Acknowledged. Comrade, acknowledged.
Insufficient funds. Unit lost.
Waiting orders.
Oh, are these the last ones I need to get? Do I need a yak, or can we sneak in over here? Let's see if we can sneak in. Yeah, we can. Okay, good.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir.
There we go. Let's go big chunky pixel explosions.
Unit ready. Building.
Waiting orders. Reporting. Yes, sir. Waiting orders.
Beautiful.
Mission.
That one civilian at the end was the only one between victory and defeat. When it comes to unit and building designs, which faction is your favourite in all the C&C games? That's a great question. It's hard to say. Because there's a lot of really good ones. GDI, I suppose, I quite like a lot of their unit designs, particularly around the Tib Sun era. You know, the Titans, the Wolverine, the Mark II. Like I'm not usually one for like Walker mechs, but GDI's Second World War ones, Second Tib War ones, are pretty iconic for the C&C series.
They call me killer.
Nod's got a good design in, like, very unique design in C&C 3,
History will judge me.
but
Where the Romans failed, I will succeed.
I like the older style tech, the steampunk style tech of the Soviets across pretty much all the Red Alert games.
Those lands were taken away by corrupt Tsarist diplomats and criminal military officers. They were the enemies of the people.
I love this cutscene. It's a real shame this cutscene isn't on the PlayStation games, otherwise we'd have a higher quality source for it.
You have served me well. Continue to do so. And your future is as bright.
Yuri's stuff is definitely good as well. Good call.
As a reward for your service to the people, I wish to promote you.
Gonna tab out for a sec. Don't mind if the cutscene's gonna pause. Just a second. Be right back with you. Sorry about that. Okay. The cutscene pauses when I tab out.
Your first order as field captain is to proceed to Colchis Island.
What? Oh no, I think a friend of mine has started streaming something and I'm live. Ah!
In addition, we need to capture the Allied Communications Center.
They're really streaming at the same time.
What those Allied dogs are up to.
I was gonna watch them.
Godspeed. Do what you must for the people.
The Yuri UFO, yes. Yeah, Yuri's stuff was very weirdly esoteric sort of architecture. Very interesting design, especially the Red Alert 2 era stuff. Pretty cool designs.
Have arrived.
Okay. Capture the radar dome. Secure the middle island.
Orders. Vehicle reported.
New construction options.
Yes, sir.
I don't remember this mission. We'll see if I remember it. It's been a long time since I've gone through all the missions.
Reinforcements have arrived. New construction options.
Reporting.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Unit lost. Was that transport shot down or something? This mission is a pain without cheese strats. Oh boy.
Ready and waiting.
Right, we'll have to order a quattro formaggio for this then.
Reporting once. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Oh god, this one.
Agreed.
Alright.
Acknowledged. Once. Awaiting orders. Agreed. Very well.
Interesting way to start a mission.
Agreed.
Construction complete.
Affirmative.
New construction options.
Reporting.
Okay.
Unit lost.
Right.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Of course.
Construction
Yes, sir.
complete. New
Yes, sir.
construction
Affirmative.
options.
Right. It looks like
Affirmative. Affirmative.
the only vector is north.
Building.
Ready and waiting.
Construction
Agreed.
complete. Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Yes, only vector is north, so that makes things a bit easier. This is jogging my memory a bit. Oh, that's where the transport was shot down. So we need to capture that. Okay, this is jogging my memory a bit now.
Affirmative. Affirmative. At once.
Right.
Training. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Training.
YouTube videos are just incredible. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you so much.
Training.
Really glad you enjoyed them.
Training.
Ready and
Insufficient
waiting. At
funds.
once.
Training. Unit ready. Training. Construction complete.
Right.
New construction options.
Do we want... Let's get a second ref just for north, and we'll get an ore truck as well. So we'll have 3 trucks. Okay.
Acknowledged.
Okay.
Acknowledged.
Bit rude. I have 3 trucks, 2 refs.
On hold.
That should be good.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna get
Acknowledged.
the gems instead. $13 yak and just strafe stuff. Might need to get rid of the ships. So I can't remember if the ship's rockets are anti-air as well. This mission is the absolute most wasted time of my entire life. Oh boy, we're in for a good one this time.
On hold.
Get the ref up first.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Nice.
Reporting. Affirmative. Very well.
Construction complete.
Now we get the ore truck, and then we can get... Let's get some heavies first.
Reporting. At once.
We can transition to yaks if needs be. There's plenty of ore.
Very well. Agreed. Affirmative. 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 Agreed.
Let's just stay here in case any infantry come. Favorite Generals faction to play? Generals is actually the C&C game I've probably played the least of.
Unit ready.
Reporting.
It's a bit too different. It's not my kind of C&C, so it's... I get why people do like it, it's just not my thing, so I can't really answer that well enough.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Okay, now we're transitioning to tanks. Let's... Okay, radar dome first.
Silos needed.
This is Slough of Despair in C&C games.
Building.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, that well-known British town, Slough of Despair.
Construction.
I cannot put into words how inefficiently I did at this mission.
New Construction options.
Okay.
Ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Let's get airfields. So if we see these ships again, we can try and take care of them. Can our tanks see just far enough?
Ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
There you are.
Construction complete.
There you are.
Base is under attack. New construction options.
Back.
Yes, affirmative.
Unit ready. Construction.
There we go.
Acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
That's better.
Unit ready. Low power.
Low power.
Building.
Yes, very well.
Uh-oh. Nice one, Gren.
Comrade.
Nice one.
Affirmative. Vehicle reporting.
Construction complete. Building.
Waiting orders. Waiting. Vehicle acknowledged. Comrade. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Whoop.
Yes, affirmative.
Nice.
Waiting orders. Waiting
Construction
order. Yes, sir.
Pull you back. We'll see if we can get a service depot up.
Silos needed.
Silo? Alright, we'll get some silos.
Construction
Oh, we do need them.
Unit ready.
His music, though.
Building. Unit
Oh,
ready.
this is from the German
Building.
OST for Red Alert.
Construction complete. Building.
Because the German OST had a second disc with actual music on it.
Once.
Right. That's going to get us... Oh, no, it'll be good. Is there anything more satisfying than using a heavy tank to crush infantry? Is it more satisfying to use a mammoth tank to crush infantry, or to use a much lighter, like a light tank to crush infantry, because it gets the job done just as well and is faster? I wonder. Right.
Construction options.
You three have a heal up.
Building.
Get some more heavies.
Yes, sir.
There's our yaks.
Preparing.
Our...
Unit
Vehicle
prepared.
reporting.
Preparing. Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
Let's see if we can sneak these fellas in.
Acknowledged. Ready and waiting.
Unit
Yeah, I spotted you.
building. Training. Unit prepared. Preparing.
There we go.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit
Now we
ready.
will want a...
Training. Unit lost.
Okay, so we don't have APCs, of course not, because that's the Allies. Is it the Allies?
Unit
I think
ready.
it's the Allies.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Hello,
Unit ready.
cheeky sausages.
Building.
Report very well. Yes, sir. Comrade.
Unit
Report
ready.
acknowledged.
Stop discoing, thank you. Okay.
Acknowledged. Comrade. Acknowledged.
Get another airfields, another yak.
Unit ready. Training. Building. Unit ready. Preparing. Unit prepared. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Construction complete.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient
Reporting.
funds.
Yes, sir. Ready and waiting.
Training.
Very well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting.
Wait, did they all get blown up? I wasn't paying attention to the yaks.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Training. Building.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Comrade. Acknowledged. Engineering. Ready and waiting.
Unit ready.
At once.
Training.
Perfect.
Okay.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Report. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Thanks back.
Yes,
You
sir.
guys up. Nicely done.
Yes, sir.
Nicely done.
Agreed. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. Training.
Now, we don't have any reason not to. Maybe we can get a barrel.
Reinforcements have arrived. Unit lost.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Nice.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Didn't really do enough though.
Unit
Reporting
ready.
once. Yes, sir.
Building. Training.
Well, you guys were rubbish.
Yes, sir. Once.
Ah well. Now, I thought I saw you on the map.
Orders. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Ready and wait once.
Insufficient
Vehicle reported.
funds.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit
Back to
ready.
War series. No, I'm afraid not. Right. These guys are probably going to want to play in a minute.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Reporting. Yes,
Unit
sir.
ready. Training.
Yes, sir.
Prepare. Unit ready. Construction complete. Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Yes, sir.
prepared.
Awaiting orders.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Of course.
Strike lane ready. Building.
Reporting. Very well. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Awaiting orders.
Alright. You head back.
Yes, sir.
You have a heal up.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
You guys can move up just in case.
Unit ready. Building.
Quick save.
Mission saved. Insufficient funds.
Comrade.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did I lose one of the...
Affirmative.
Oh no, they're there.
Sir. Waiting.
Thinking, did I lose one of the engineers somehow?
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
We just squashed up somewhere.
Reporting.
Okay.
Preparing. Building. Insufficient funds.
Is the Halo Wars series worth playing outside of being a player of the original game? I think so. My understanding of the Halo Wars games is that they are quite well liked by Halo fans.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir.
Halo Wars 2 being one that people did quite like, I believe. Maybe it's worth giving them a go. There's not much base building. They are primarily designed for controllers, so they are a bit they're different to C&C. A bit more simplified, I suppose, in terms of like micromanaging and things like that. But still fun though.
Read. Yes, acknowledged.
At least that's how I understand.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right, you move up.
Acknowledged. Reporting. Yes,
You
sir.
guys take care of the infantry. Pushed them back a bit.
Building.
There's our yak.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes,
Construction
sir. Yes,
complete.
sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Move up over there, just so we're a bit closer.
Preparing.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Building. Unit
Do
repaired.
we want any more halves? I'll get another
Cancel.
ore truck,
Building.
just because we're now long distance mining and there's not much choice in the matter.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
You
Yes, sir.
move up.
Acknowledged. Waiting order. Affirmative.
Preparing.
Reporting. Affirmative. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Control terminated. Unit repaired.
Free infantry,
Reinforcements
why not?
arrived. Preparing. Training.
Have I got any mods on?
Training.
Yes, so I've got the primary ones, pixel perfect zoom levels, which is quite useful for the remaster graphics, and I also use the DOS cutscenes mod by I don't know someone, which has the original big chunky pixel FMVs restored from the original VQAs in at 1920 by 1080.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Now,
Select target.
we've got a lot of ships around.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Report, sir. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
So, are we going to have a push? We might have a push here.
Ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Favorite unit voice lines. There are obvious ones you can go for. I always quite like the shock trooper from the Aftermath. He just sounded like he was having fun.
Affirmative.
Unit lost. Building.
Ivan's not home, yeah. Crazy Ivan was fantastic.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Comrade.
Building.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting.
These guys are getting cheeky.
Building.
Can we get the flame tower right on the edge?
Vehicle reporting. Awaiting orders.
Okay. You guys can hold the line.
Affirmative.
Ready.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Yes, affirmative. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Comrade. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
Come on, you can get down there.
Acknowledged.
There we go. Alright, anyone need a heal up?
Comrade.
Construction
Awaiting
complete.
orders.
Mainly you, but not really.
Building. Insufficient funds. Building.
Oh, the Chrono Legionnaires. They have fantastic voice lines.
Insufficient funds.
Very well. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders.
Right, you move up.
Yes, sir.
How many halves do we have? 4, good.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
On hold.
Yes, sir. Very
Cancel.
well. Reporting.
Building. Repaired.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
Unit repaired.
Vehicle reporting.
Right, you have a heal up. What do we got here?
Building.
Awaiting orders. Comrade.
Preparing.
Okay, we can rush in now, I think.
Building in progress.
Yes, sir. Well.
Mission
Comrade.
saved.
Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Let's go for it. Paratroops, let's go.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Reporting. Comrade. Acknowledged.
Oh boy, that's cheeky.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Yeah, affirmative. Waiting orders.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Very well. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Alright. Put that there.
Sir.
You guys are good.
Sir. Affirmative. Yes, acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
Okay.
Yeah, affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Yes, sir. Waiting orders. Affirmative. Waiting orders. Ready and waiting.
Okay.
Affirmative.
Oh, everyone's in the way now.
Waiting orders. Reporting, sir. Acknowledged. Orders.
Unit ready. Unit lost. First
Nice.
met. Building.
Oh, NG rush right at the end there. Okay. Oh, just in time as well, blink and eck.
Comrade. Acknowledged.
Have I got a barracks?
Cancel.
What are my hotkeys set to barracks? Oh no.
Comrade. Acknowledged.
Okay. Most cost-effective unit in Red Alert 1 is I've no idea. That's a balance issue.
Sir, affirmative.
I only play the campaigns casually. I really couldn't say. Fun starts now. Oh boy.
Orders. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Comrade. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Waiting orders. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Okay.
Mission saved.
Capture the radar center so we can track Allied activity in the area. Establish our own base. So they're over here on a base over here somewhere. What do we need? We need a sub pen now.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Ready
One of
at
those
once.
subterranean pencils. But there's no blinking ore.
Yes, sir.
Oh dear. Why are you building a war factory?
Cancel.
So, this is going to be fun. Okay, so we do have yaks that will reload.
Acknowledged.
If we can clear out some of these ships, maybe we can get a sub-pen. Might have to sell some stuff.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders.
Okay, tell you what we'll do. Oh boy, we're in trouble. Okay, we don't need those. We don't need that.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Don't need that. Don't need that. Evidently don't need these.
Reconstruction options.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Building.
Awaiting acknowledged. Yes, affirmative.
There we go.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Just the one, really. Okay. So, welcome to the stream.
Reporting. Report knowledge.
This is where we're at now, I suppose.
Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Reporting.
You come over here as well. You go there.
Yes, sir.
Alright, let's actually scout first.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Oh, Tor, hey.
Affirmative.
You too, CC Hyper. How's it going?
Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Okay, so I could probably sneak them in here.
Acknowledged.
Maybe I should send in some tanks first. Now I can get, instead of selling the halves, I could probably get them in here so we have more harvesters to grab stuff at a time. Maybe we don't need this anymore.
structure sold.
We'll probably set up a refinery here.
Awaiting orders.
Let's send in some tanks
Reporting.
first of all.
Acknowledged.
No,
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
First of all.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle acknowledged.
there we go.
Yes, sir.
Come on. Come on. Oh, this happened last time.
Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Okay, you wait your turn then. You wait your turn if everyone's going, no, we want to go first.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Good call.
Structure sold.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Awaiting
Small
orders.
island in the west has a crate.
Construction complete.
Be handy if we can find it. So this is where we're at now.
Affirmative.
We've got this though.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Reinforcements, where? Where are we? Ah!
Yes, sir.
Aha!
Affirmative.
Aha!
Report affirmative. Yes, sir.
That'll be handy. Wait, no, you come back here. Okay, now we do actually have too many harvesters.
Awaiting orders.
Have a nosy around.
Acknowledged.
Okay, I'm remembering this from when I played it on the original now.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Get rid of you.
Orders.
You're not chumping up all my ore. My ore, I'll have you know.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting affirmative.
Oh boy.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Oh boy.
Waiting orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Okay, you guys come back here. I was pressing the wrong key.
Yes, sir. Vehicle reported.
Squash.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
4? Where's the other one? Okay, you can get in then.
Yes, sir.
What are you doing over here? Okay, get rid of that.
Sold.
Vehicle reporting.
Cool. You go down here. Let's get a
Building.
one of those
Acknowledged.
queued up.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Vehicle acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Comrade acknowledged. Yes, sir.
These heavies doing work. My goodness.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Okay, return to base.
Comrade. Vehicle reporting. Reporting. Acknowledged. Waiting. Affirmative.
Paratroops.
Affirmative.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, acknowledged. Waiting affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, acknowledged.
Right, we are going to need a service depot here. We've got it though.
Affirmative.
We pulled that back.
Yes, sir.
Right, you pick up some more tanks.
Affirmative.
Actually, tell you what, we could probably sell that then.
Structure sold.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting.
Pick you guys up.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Oh, hang on. Hang on. I've done a really stupid.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Ready.
I've done a really stupid. Okay.
Structure sold. Unit lost.
Okay, that should be enough.
Report agreed.
That was so stupid, I shouldn't have sold that. Okay,
Awaiting orders.
you go in there.
Acknowledged. Reporting.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Yes,
lost.
affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh my god,
Affirmative.
these guys.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting.
Awaiting yes, sir. Affirmative.
Okay,
Structure sold. Structure sold.
there we go. We're back in business now.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative.
Phew.
Building.
Feel cheated out of seeing me despair.
Unable to comply. Building in progress. Mission saved.
Oh, whenever I press... Okay, whenever I save, it tries to build something. Okay, so that's why sometimes a building gets built. Let's look for the letter F. There we go.
Mission saved.
That's better.
Construction complete. Silos needed.
Silos needed already.
Awaiting
You having a giggle?
affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Alright.
Silos needed.
Yeah. I got your silos.
Construction complete. Building. Preparing.
Look at all these infantry
Construction
hanging about.
Comrade. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit repaired.
Yes, sir.
Oh my god, you guys.
Yes, sir.
Preparing.
Need a second service depot just for these.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Comrade. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Awaiting
Unit
orders.
prepared.
Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
There we go. So probably some of you were saying that there's a minefield over here. I don't know if I want to like get a barracks and send some infantry in as canaries.
Yes, sir.
All right, you first.
Preparing.
I'm not Australian. No, I'm English. Well, I suppose the accents aren't too different. People have asked me if I'm Canadian and German before, which was interesting.
Unit repaired.
Yes, sir.
Anti-tank mines. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Right.
Silos needed. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
You better run, you punk.
Construction complete. Low
Waiting.
power.
Acknowledged.
Silos needed.
Reporting.
Building.
Report. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
Silos needed.
Acknowledged.
Silos, really? I've got silos.
Construction
We're
complete.
siloed up to the gills. Alright, let's get a wall factory.
Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
We don't really need to head back. Can pick up these, I guess.
Select target. Reinforcements.
Thought I was
arrive.
German of distant Russian ancestry given the name, really. No, I just have the name.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, waiting order.
Trying to select all of them. I'm used to these old games where you can select harvesters like that.
Our base is under
It does make sense why, oh boy!
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Uh,
select target. Construction.
why did I just send a spy plane there?
Waiting orders.
Oh,
Comrade. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
there we go.
Affirmative. Vehicle reporting.
You come over here.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Do you
sir.
have a heal up?
Affirmative.
Silos.
Okay, so for some reason a whole bunch of key bindings since the last update have sort of bunged together. There we go. Right.
Repairing. New construction options.
Now, since these guys are doing overtime,
Silos needed.
now we can get our heavies in.
Awaiting orders.
Silos needed.
We don't need silos anymore. We won't need silos where we're going.
Silos needed.
Zoom mod, yes.
Repairing.
Gibson Remastered would be fantastic, you're right.
Building.
Vehicle reporting. Yes,
This
sir.
comment brought to you by the actual Mammoth Mark II, apparently.
Repairing.
Acknowledged.
You can land. You can land, buddy. Come here.
Vehicle reporting.
There you go.
Comrade. Yes, sir.
Repaired.
Ah,
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
blinking cheeky.
Repaired.
Very cheeky indeed.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, acknowledged. Yes, acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, affirmative.
Ready.
Affirmative.
By plane indeed.
Select target.
Yes, acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Yes,
Building.
sir. Affirmative. Yes, acknowledged. Yes, sir. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes,
There we go.
affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting order.
Right, let's see if we can rush in, grab some ore, and then rush back out, because we are getting a bit low on currency, I think. Well, all this ore's gone.
Yes, sir.
We don't need you anymore.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
The only zoom you need is fully zoomed for that DOS-style gameplay. There we go. You gotta love it. You complete the mission like this.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
You feel like the C&C community is still alive or half dead? It never died. It never went anywhere. It's as alive now as as the community's ever been, I think.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Reporting.
Spy plane ready.
Yes, affirmative. Waiting
Lost.
order. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting orders. Yes, acknowledged.
Unit
Waiting
lost.
acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Even DOS wasn't this close. All right.
Our base is under attack.
Maybe because it's widescreen, so it's like between this and this. Oh, hello.
Unit
Just raining fire. My goodness.
Acknowledged.
reinforcements have arrived.
Acknowledged.
Select target.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
There we go.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Affirmative.
You gonna come in and attack?
Awaiting orders.
Come on.
Unit lost.
Here comes a strafe. Ah, okay. Alright. Well, we'll let those guys refuel then, and get back to it in a minute.
Report once. Yes, acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir.
You guys on strike? I guess that is all the ore on the map apart from up there.
Yes, sir.
Comrade,
Right.
acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Anything to avoid building a submarine? I forgot we had those.
Affirmative. Waiting
Well, we're pretty much out of money anyway. So if we can get... There we go. We're good. We're good. That's where V2s come in, yeah. We had it. We had the yak, so just take them a minute to reload.
You said this would not happen.
In case you're just joining, the FMVs are quite quiet on the stream.
United Nations begins to back their cause.
Condemn them to hell, incinerate them before they grow stronger. You are failing me.
The bombs are almost ready, Comrade Stalin. The final elements are...
Forgets the Navy just like the Tib universe, yeah.
How?
I do often forget about the Navy stuff.
Here.
Guard them with your life. They must get through to Gorzov. If you fail, do not return.
Reinforcements have
There we go. We'll go back to old. Okay.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Waiting order. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
There we go. Right, get the trucks to the other shore.
Reporting.
Oh boy, this will be fun.
Affirmative.
Awaiting
What have we got
orders.
here?
Vehicle reporting. Vehicle reporting. Vehicle reporting.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
I'll have to have a scout around first, because I... Ooh, hello. Okay,
Reporting. Acknowledged.
that's handy.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
You have a scout over here first.
Acknowledged.
Whoa, okay.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
No thank you. Hey, I said no thank you.
Acknowledged.
Hey, you better run.
Comrade. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
You'll need to get these guys over here somewhere, I suppose.
Comrade. Affirmative. Affirmative.
new construction options. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Right, what have we got in these?
Construction complete.
Vehicle reporting.
Acknowledged.
New
Ooh.
construction options.
Interesting mix.
Yes. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Keep you guys out.
Waiting order.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Building.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Yes, you guys wait over here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
We'll
Affirmative.
scout with
Yes,
this
sir.
one, actually. Ooh,
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
interesting. Gap gen, I suppose. Yep, there's a base.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Probably sandbag this off for peace of mind.
Construction complete. New construction options.
We've got enough money for now.
Yes, sir.
Just stack up on a couple of tanks, and then we'll get some more harvesters. How long does an average video take to make? The lore ones do take the longest. I'm looking into making some videos that are hopefully a little less edit intensive. To try and I want to get more topics covered. So I'm trying to cut that down, but like a big lore video like Kane and Cabal, ones like that, do take, you know, in the months to make. But I tend to have several videos going at once. Okay, so those guys popped.
New construction options.
One of those. Let's get 3 ore trucks, and then we'll stack up on the heavies.
Building.
The obelisks, yeah, they are terrifying.
Construction complete.
Cover the Sperry Financial Network. Interesting call.
Construction complete. Unit ready.
Thanks for the effort you put into researching your videos. I really like hearing about the lore of C&C. Thank you so much. Really glad you like the videos.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, affirmative.
Okay, do we want? Let's get some rifles just so we can blob up a bit.
Construction complete. New construction options. Training. Building.
Yes, sir. Vehicle
Unit
report.
ready.
Waiting or acknowledged.
Training.
Comrade.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Training. Construction
Affirmative.
complete. Unit
I'll probably use these guys for cheese strats at some
Unit
point.
ready.
There's special cargo that needs to be transported to a nearby Soviet base in the northeast. Make sure the trucks reach their destination intact. Along the way there is a bridge which the Allies may have destroyed. If so, use the naval options at your disposal. Our attack subs will make short work of any Allied boats you discover.
Unit
There will be
ready.
naval stuff in this one.
Training. Unit ready.
Vehicle reporting.
What video do you plan on releasing next? The next one is it's another lore video, but it's not going to be very visually intensive because it's a kind of esoteric subject. So it's basically going to be the same kind of video I've been doing up till now, but it's mainly going to be audio only. And this will be on the Tacitus, the Scrin, and the Ascended. And I've been looking forward to this one. So it's not going to be much to look at, but I'm hoping it's going to be pretty interesting still.
Unit lost.
Reporting. Of course. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
There we go.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
Think I could get an interview with Petroglyph regarding new content? No idea. I've never talked to anyone at Petroglyph.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
No idea if they'd want to talk to me at all. I know I'm just some guy.
Yes, sir.
Well, these guys got to deploy on them. Okay, what am I after?
Building.
More heavies. Yes, please. Is there any behind-the-scenes info that Tacitus is named after the Roman historian? It's most likely that's where the name came from. Probably doesn't mean anything lore-wise, it's just where the name originates. Because like in the TS Story Bible, they talked about the Hyksos, which I think that's a historic name for a group of... I don't fully know, but it's a name that's borrowed from something, but is obviously not being used in that context, so... Yeah, it's just something in game, well, not just game story making, but story making in general. You borrow names from all sorts of places.
Unit ready. Training.
Reporting.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Training. Unit ready. Training.
Which faction do I prefer, GDI or not? Keep making the videos. Thank you so much. GDI for gameplay,
Reporting. Yes, sir.
because I quite like the
Waiting order.
blob up with mammoth tanks and stuff like that. But definitely nods for like character-wise, story-wise, they're definitely the most interesting. We have another war factory to speed up. We will need to expand at some point.
Unit ready. Building.
So let's get a service depot just to heal that guy up.
Cancel.
Affirmative.
Training. Unit ready.
C&C law relevant to the other Eastern Bloc nations in Red Alert 1?
Training.
Not off the top of my head.
Ready.
Yes, sir. Ready and
Training.
waiting. Yes, sir.
Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Affirmative.
Training. Building. Unit ready. Training.
Hyksos were Semitic peoples who invaded ancient Egypt and established their own dynasty for a while. Ah.
Construction.
In C&C, it's just the name that was given to the race of aliens that were going to have been the ones that wrote the Tacitus. They're not in the canon. It was one of the things that was planned for... not necessarily planned, but was posited during the development for Tibb's Son as a possible story they could go with.
Acknowledged. Awaiting.
So the Hyksos aren't canon, it's just a name that was going to be used for a group of aliens that came from Mars.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit prepared.
Acknowledged. Vehicle acknowledged. Affirmative.
Preparing.
Dennis, how's it? How's it going?
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Unit prepared.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, awaiting orders.
Okay.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Building.
Right, I think we're good to
Saved.
dislodge whatever's going on here.
Yes, affirmative.
Cheers, Conrad. Thank you.
Yes, affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Waiting acknowledged. Waiting acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Waiting acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, acknowledged. Yes, vehicle reporting.
Right. Oh boy, there's a lot going on here. Okay, so that's all the infantry gone. Squash them. Squash them. There we go. Right, well, we're grabbing that.
Unit ready.
Get more NGs. Why not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Waiting orders.
Unit ready.
Actually, NGs grab that.
On hold.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. New construction.
Perfect.
options. Training. Unit ready. Training.
Just give us a sec, chat, just while we got to micro here.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Affirmative.
I didn't prime me.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Affirmative.
Building. Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready.
Yes,
Training. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. On hold.
Yes, sir.
Cancel. Training. Unit ready. Building. New construction options.
Yes, sir.
Training. Primary building.
Okay.
Unit ready.
Engineering.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
Engineering. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Training.
Waiting
Building.
orders. Comrade.
Unit ready.
Waiting
Training.
Oh, there are ships there.
Unit ready. Training.
Affirmative.
Building.
The audio breaking up sometimes. Is that happening to everyone?
Yes, affirmative. Yes, acknowledged.
Unit ready. Training.
Affirmative.
Yes,
Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Right, 2 should probably do that, right? Actually,
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
sell that.
Low power. Unit ready. Training.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yes,
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training. Unit ready. Training.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Training.
Nice.
New construction
Yes,
options.
acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Pop that.
Training.
Nice.
Engineering.
Unit ready.
Yes. Engineering.
Tell you what, you guys
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
will just damage that.
Engineering. Affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative.
Nice. There we go.
Comrade acknowledged.
Get rid of those. We don't need those. Let's blob up our tanks. We stick with heavies. Not much in it, might as well.
Building.
Actually, we are a bit low on ore.
Comrade. Affirmative.
Primary building selected.
Let's have a scout over here first. I'm thinking maybe we could just go with mediums from here on.
Awaiting acknowledged.
Yes, affirmative.
Oh wow, got a lot of stuff here. You two units, cheers. Different tank types. There's a difference between them all. Yeah, it's just stat stuff. So the light tank is generally faster but less well armored. The heavy tank obviously does the most damage. Things like that. Okay,
Yes, sir.
I'll have
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir.
you move up there.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Go on. There you go. Thinking about it.
Affirmative.
Comrade.
MM54, thank you. Welcome.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir.
Right, we can sell that one.
Sold.
Grab service depot.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there's a lot of ones that want healing up here. You just squash all the fences. Someone built all that stuff.
Construction.
Ruined all their work. Go there.
Yes, sir. Comrade.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Reporting.
Vehicle reporting.
Reporting.
Yes, sir. Reporting.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Comrade. Acknowledged.
Where were they? Oh, there you are.
Acknowledged.
BKLND, thank you. I don't know if it will really work as podcast, but I am working on a couple of videos at the moment that are more esoteric in style, so there's not much to look at. So I still want to cover certain topics like the Tacitus, where we basically have 5 pictures of the Tacitus, so it's not much you can look at.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
So those would basically be video and podcast form. But the videos that have gone out already, I'm not sure they would necessarily work as podcast things by themselves.
Unit repaired.
Yes, sir.
Repairing.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
Silos
Affirmative.
needed.
silos needed. All right.
Construction complete.
Why does not have allied tech? I don't know if there's necessarily a lore reason other than, you know, spoils of war or just similarities and stuff like that. The actual reason is just simply because Nod's hit and run tactics are similar to the Allies' style of fighting as well. So it's just similar stuff, and these early games shared assets.
Reporting.
Acknowledged.
Main reason. Alright, let's go with mediums from here on. We've got enough heavies, and mediums are still pretty good
Yes, sir.
for that.
Unit ready. Building.
Comrade. Yes, sir.
Unit repaired.
Right, I might wall this off,
Unit ready.
and then we'll do our assault from this direction instead. We've only got
Ready.
sandbags.
Building.
Will do.
Construction complete. Unit repaired. Building.
Steamroll strats, yeah.
Unit
Basically how I
ready.
play, really.
Repairing. Building. Construction complete. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
A
Building.
tech center, see what options we get this early on.
Awaiting orders.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Waiting for
Building.
reporting.
Yes, sir.
Reporting.
Acknowledged.
Comrade.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building. Repairing.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Construction
Vehicle
complete.
reporting.
Unit repaired.
Pop it there.
Unit ready. Building.
Ah,
New construction
interesting.
options.
Yeah, we don't really need that.
Building. Unit ready. Unit prepared. Construction complete. Prepared.
No problem. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Yes,
Building.
sir.
Insufficient funds.
Waiting
Unit
order.
prepared.
Sweet.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Building.
Basically flood the enemy with tanks. Best way to play, really.
Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Upside of the series, no supply limit. I guess you're referring to like in StarCraft where you only have a certain number of units you're allowed on the map at a time, like that.
Sir.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the upsides of C&C. You just blob up as big as you like. We're trying to play the first StarCraft where you're only allowed to select like 10 units at a time, coming from like Warcraft 1, which was like 4 units, and Dune 2, which was 1. But in C&C, this is what C&C is about.
Unit ready.
Waiting order.
Gotta love it.
Comrade.
Okay. BKLND, thank you so much. The unstoppable defense sandbags. Yeah, you're right. 12 at a time, excuse me.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Alright, the assault commences. Let's see how far along the bridge we can get.
Unit ready.
Oh boy.
Building.
So much for the tanks.
Unit ready.
Alright, what do we want? Are we going subs this time? I think we'll go subs this time.
Funds.
Acknowledged.
Do Supan.
Unit ready.
One walks in the shadow, thank you very much.
Construction complete.
Kane, the true leader of the world.
Unit ready.
They only select 12 in StarCraft and Warcraft 3. I'm not sure why they kept doing that as late as that, but
Ready.
the reason I think it stems from Warcraft 1, where you're only allowed to select 4 at a time, and the reason why Warcraft 1 only allowed 4 was because it was directly inspired by Dune 2, where you were only allowed to select 1 unit at a time. So in Dune 2, it was like, you there, you there. Although actually, there wasn't a context-sensitive cursor, so in Dune 2, it was more so select, and then select, like, move from the menu, and then click. Select the other one, move from a menu, click, select move, or attack, because move and attack were 2 separate buttons. You could use keyboard shortcuts, so select M for move, and then click. If you just select and then click, it does nothing. That's how Dune 2 worked, and Warcraft 1 basically did the same, except you could select 4 at a time instead of just 1. So I don't really know why Warcraft and then the later Blizzard games kept that,
Unit ready.
but it kind of stemmed from engine limitations in Dune 2, which the Blizzard games just kind of carried on for some reason. Another pitch for the alternate C&C 4, thank you. That was quite a fun one to do. We've got tank inside a tank, so you can tank on the tanks with your tank.
Unit ready. Building.
Let's get Frank to play a match with us. That'll never happen. The topic of population cap, if I can manage my economy and maintain my army better than the opponent, then I should be allowed to build as much as I want. Yeah. I get the idea of population cap for engine purposes, but it does get annoying from a gameplay perspective, especially when it's not really a concern anymore.
Sufficient funds.
The competitive StarCraft scene really likes the 12-unit selection. Really? Do they really? You think they're going to remaster C&C like General Zero Hour? Okay, I've no idea, and I would say don't get your hopes up for new remasters because we really don't know. If they were to remaster something, my money would be on Tibsun Red Alert 2 over Generals. And if they were then to do Tibsun Red Alert 2 as like a remaster collection 2, I still don't know whether Generals will be on the cards.
Unit ready.
Alright, let's see if we can dislodge some of these ships. In C&C 3, who were the real terrorists, GDI or not? Well, according to GDI it was not, and according to Nod it was GDI. So unfortunately we don't have consensus on the issue.
Ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Alright.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
I can't remember if engineers can repair bridges in this one. If it was... No. That was Red Alert 2 that introduced that.
Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit ready.
So I guess we won't be assaulting from the bridge, we'll be assaulting from this direction.
Structure sold.
Comrade, yes, sir. Comrade, waiting order. Acknowledge. Waiting order. Acknowledge.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Right, we're breaking down this bridge to get to those blinking ships.
Yes, sir. Waiting order. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds. Naval unit lost.
Affirmative. Waiting order. Comrade, affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Who is stronger, Red Alert, Tanya, or former President
Unit
Trump?
ready. Building.
I think I answered that last stream. Is this from the same person, or is this like a meme question that's going around a lot? Tanya, hands down.
Comrade, acknowledge. Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Mine layer seems like a cool idea, but yeah, it's one of those ones that's a bit too fiddly and a bit too
Affirmative.
awkward to micro, considering what you get out of it. Hello, cheeky sausages.
Yes, sir.
The mine layer is, I think, a lot. It's done a lot better in OpenRA.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledge. Yes, affirmative. Waiting order. Acknowledge.
Unit
There
ready.
we go.
Waiting order. Comrade, acknowledge.
There we go. Okay. Get you guys over there. Oh, I didn't need all these tanks. They didn't do anything. Does C&C 3 need a reboot because the game's not complete?
Acknowledge.
Not really. The game is what it is, and it's still a decent game. It's one of those games like, it could have been better.
Affirmative.
But you can kind of understand that, you know, it was rushed at the time. Bit of a shame, but it's still a decent game. We just...
Insufficient.
I would say don't worry too much about it.
Unit ready.
Like, you can't really dwell on, oh, it could have been better, it could have been so much. Because it is what it is. It's just one of those games. And it's still decent for what it is.
Ready. Building.
Guys en route. There they are.
Ready. Building.
Right, while they're on their way, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll just leave the stream up, but I'll be back in a minute.
Building.
Right, muting, I'll be back in 5.
Mission accomplished.
Hello, I'm back. Can you all hear me? Sorry about that, I was gasping for a cup of tea. Ran out of tea a couple of missions ago. What tea is the best? Yorkshire tea.
Что? When?
Those of you who have joined since the last mission, the FMVs are a bit quiet, but the in-game audio and the music should be fine.
Stand your ground. Stop them! The Allies attacked the commenced nuclear reactor.
I'm on my way.
No, it's too important. You go. They shut off the coolant systems. The core will soon go critical. You must get inside the reactor and get the coolant towers back online.
Why can't I announce these streams? I tend not to know that we're about to go live until like half an hour before. I'm not currently able to plan ahead particularly well. But I'm enjoying doing these streams, so I'd like to get better at doing this thing. But I've always been more so in editing, video is pre-prepared, pre-done ahead of time kind of guy. So
Mission failed.
okay. We'll try this mission again. So I really don't want to say, hey, we're doing a stream tomorrow, and then suddenly I'm not around on the day, because I don't want to let people down. So I just sort of announce when I know that we're about to go live.
Timer started.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Once. Please. Yes, sir.
Unit
Ready.
lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
I'm not sure I recognise this mission. So the last time I'd have played this mission would have been back in the 90s.
At once.
We'll see how this goes.
Very well.
Blooper reel, yep.
Once. Agreed. Agreed.
Unit lost.
Leg it.
At once.
Follow the arrows.
Unit
Never mind.
failed.
Oh, this music is perfectly fitting for this. Okay. Third time's a charm.
Timer
Yes, sir.
started.
At once.
30
Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative.
lost.
Maybe I shouldn't have blown that up. But I'll blow it up before I go in. But no.
Timer
Yes, sir.
started.
At once. Agreed.
30 minutes.
Okay. We live in this time. See you later, fellas. We'll go DOS mode.
Affirmative. At once. Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Now we blow it up.
Very well. Agreed.
Oh, okay.
At once. Agreed. Very well.
I'm just going to follow the line.
Agreed. Affirmative.
I have very little memory of these indoor missions.
Very well.
I don't know why they just didn't stick in my mind back in the 90s.
Very well.
Oh god, which way do I go? We're gonna
Mission
save and go north. See what we got. Whoa, okay.
Mission
Good thing we saved. That's the power of quick save for you.
mission loaded.
Of course. At once. Yes, sir.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Very well. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit
Oh my god. Okay, maybe not then. Do we even need to get there? I'm guessing we do because there's arrows pointing at it.
mission loaded.
Down to the 4 coolant stations.
Of course. At once.
Now that's the power of being in motion, because it's tile based. You're better at being defensive in these games,
Very well.
Unit lost.
because since the allies aren't moving and I am, they get priority.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Yes,
lost.
sir.
Mission
How am I supposed to
failed.
get there? Aggro them, then shoot the barrels. Got it. Good call.
Mission loaded.
Affirmative. Ready and waiting. At once. Agreed.
Unit lost.
Okay, that doesn't work. Find dogs, yeah. Can't have only 4 rifles the entire mission, so...
Timer started.
Ah!
30
Loaded the wrong one.
minutes remaining.
20 dogs or so. Alright then.
At once. Agreed.
There they are. I was in DOS mode, you see.
Very well.
Right.
Ready and waiting. Of course. At once. Very well.
Dog mode. Here we go.
Very well. At once.
Does it look in remastered? Ooh.
Agreed.
This is Flash. Now, I really like the remastered graphics. I say that quite often, but for this level, I really prefer pixel graphics this time around. Okay, so let's have one guy blow up the barrels, and then we'll send in the dogs.
Mission saved. Unit lost.
Nice.
Awaiting orders.
Now that might be a heal. So you activate the coolant. Good dog.
Ready and waiting. Very well. Very well.
Yeah, I knew that was
Very
heal.
well. Agreed.
Is it activated? Oh no, probably. I have no memory of what to do in this mission. Okay. Oh, there's a base down there. Underground for some reason. Reminded me strangely of the multiplayer in Pikmin 2 for some reason.
Mission
Engineers for coolant towers. Got it, cheers. Right. Got to save, so... Whoa.
Awaiting orders.
Ho-ho.
Of course. Ready and waiting.
General dogs, yeah. Did you get the same in OpenRA as well? Now down there.
mission saved.
Whoop. Nice. Alright, Dojers, go for it.
Affirmative.
Go ham. Or go slow.
Unit lost.
Oh my god, he got 3 of the Dojers.
Acknowledged.
Big up. 20.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Should be okay. There's our NGs.
Affirmative.
Dog fella, you can get him.
Unit lost.
Nice.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. At once. Engineering affirmative.
Okay, so we get our engineers to the stations. This is weird.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Right. We'll take this. I guess we'll just send one of the engineers to the location.
Affirmative.
That flame tower's gone now, which is good. There was a flame tower there, wasn't it? Hide your conyard and power plant inside your power plants, yeah. I never see that coming. Gale with RTS is always indeed wonky. Look at these beastly dogs. They're 1 pixel shorter than a man. In real life, dogs are usually at least 2 pixels shorter.
Engineering affirmative.
Are we good? Are we done? Shall I leave him there?
Reporting.
I don't know.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Okay,
Mission saved.
let's have a look this direction first. We have a save.
Awaiting orders. Very well. At once.
Engineering.
Or we'll get them... Okay, maybe I'll get the engineers to these 4 things. Alright, let's make sure this area here is safe. Yeah, need them in the warning strip areas, you're right.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative.
Actually, there's 4.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Make sure there's no one there. Bet there's something hiding here.
Yes, sir.
One there.
Affirmative. Engineering.
One there.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
You 2 here.
Affirmative.
I like the Soviet armored bears. Yeah, those were fun. Okay, cool.
Engineering.
You there.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
You there.
Acknowledged.
Tanya. Do we just need to...
5 minutes remaining.
Can we rush Tanya with the dogs? I'm not sure.
Control center deactivated. Control center deactivated.
Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Base is under attack.
Control
What?
center deactivated.
What? Base is under attack. What? What? Oh, these. Oh, I missed that entirely.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Alright, sweet.
Agreed.
4 minutes remaining.
Yeah. Use the main terminal. Is this the main terminal?
Control center mission approved.
Nice. Ooh. This cutscene's not DOS. I'll need to fix that in the mod then.
Roll rod withdrawn. Meltdown averted. Have a nice day.
I've played some C&C mods. I tend to stick with the base games overall, but there are some absolutely phenomenal C&C mods. I'm just like generally quite interested in campaigns and story more so than skirmish. So generally, I usually play the base campaigns more so than not. Now, Ripperoni to Tanya. What's the origin story of the channel logo? That's actually a weirdly long story. So, back around 2007, 2008, a friend and I tried to make a stop-motion Lego film. And I had these bits of string, about 5 centimeters long, with Lego bricks on the end, from some Lego set I had ages back. And it was... So since we were making a stop-motion Lego film, it was like an action film. So it was like, hey, let's have car chases. So they're like in stop motion. So a Lego car could like flip up over a ramp. And the joke was it would be lifted up in the air with these really obvious strings. So at the end of the of the video, we're going to have a quote-unquote production company. And it was going to be No Strings Attached Productions, with a joke being the logo. When you see the logo, you see a Lego submarine, which I still have in this room somewhere, being held up by the really obvious strings, and there was a man standing on top of it. So, I originally made my first YouTube channel specifically with the idea to post that stop-motion film to it. The master tape, and I literally mean a literal master tape, it was a DV tape, was unfortunately lost. So no one, apart from my friend who was the one who edited it, has ever seen the finished thing. I think the master tape was accidentally mailed to Sony for some reason. So no one's ever seen it. But I made my first YouTube channel expressly with the idea that we were going to upload this Lego film to it. So I called the channel No Strings Attached Productions, or I went with PRD because that was the maximum character limit that YouTube allowed at the time. When I made this channel, I decided to stream. I like the title still, the channel name still, but I decided to streamline it to got rid of attached. But I kept PRD because it felt unbalanced without it. It no longer means productions. It's just 3 letters. It's ballast. It's purely there to balance the name. So that's where the channel name came from. And when I made the channel, I was like, okay, we need an actual logo now. So I went back to remembering the Lego film, and since the closing slide was going to be a Lego guy standing on top of a submarine held up by really obvious strings, that's why we went with the logo. So that's the weird backstory, I guess.
Use our subs to keep more allied units from landing and eliminate our
Sony's gonna steal the idea. That F&B was quite well timed. It was more wholesome than I expected, because it's, I guess, no strings attached is a phrase that has a certain connotation. I'll be honest, because of how long ago we came up with that name, at the time when I came up with the name, I had no idea that there was a double entendre there. I was too innocent.
Construction complete.
Oh, that's not what I was expecting.
Training.
Alright.
Unit
Yeah, you better move on.
Ready and waiting.
Yeah, see you later.
ready.
Right.
Training. Building. Unit ready. Training.
Yeah, PRD is just a sound. It doesn't mean anything. Sometimes people call me productions,
Training.
but it honestly, there's no meaning there.
Unit ready.
Right. We have Stefan Law. Well, thanks for delivering some rifles.
Reporting.
We're now doing GDI Mission 1, I guess.
Ready and waiting. Very well. Awaiting orders.
Training.
That's 3 grens. Mix them in a bit.
Unit ready.
Oh, okay, we've got some flamers at least.
Reporting.
Complete. Unit
Agreed.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Ready and waiting. Agreed.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. At once.
New construction
Waiting orders.
options. Reinforcements have arrived. Building.
Reporting.
We got some fellas? Yeah, we have.
Yes, sir.
Construction
At
complete.
once.
Unit
Waiting
lost.
orders.
Lost. Where? Where? Oh, the delivery guy.
Very well.
Right. Advanced power. Get a second ref.
Very well. Agreed. Very well.
What are we going to need to do here? Allied activity on Elba Island. The Allies plan to use this island to stage an attack on the Soviet Empire. Must ensure that the island ceases to be under Allied control. Destroy all Allied units on and around the island. The local population has been aiding the Allies as well. Okay, blow stuff up and there'll be naval stuff involved. Cool. Alright, we'll have 1 ref for all that. We could probably sell it afterwards. There's a bridge here.
Affirmative. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. 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 Very well.
Construction complete.
Awaiting
Right, do you want to scout around with these fellas?
Unit lost.
Oh, hello.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Report affirmative. At once.
Unit
Of
lost.
course. Reporting affirmative. Affirmative. At once. Reporting. Affirmative. Very well. Reporting affirmative. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Reporting affirmative. Reporting.
Nice.
Agreed.
Back up a bit so we don't overstretch. But do we want radar so we can see what's going on over here?
Unit lost.
Oh, hello.
Yes, awaiting orders. Of course.
Nice.
Ready and waiting.
I think in the game files for some reason, oh no, it was in the art book. The Soviet logo is ludicrous, like 3 or 4 times larger than all the other logos.
Complete. New construction options.
Reporting.
Right.
Agreed.
Silos needed.
About to say, do we need silos?
Construction complete.
Remastered graphics are so close to the original. They are
Silos needed.
really good. Really, they did a really good job with the
Building.
graphics.
Construction
You better run.
complete.
I'm watching you there.
Building.
Okay.
Construction complete. Building.
Hey, good weekend. Thanks yourself.
Construction complete.
Hope everyone's having a good time. Okay, now we want
Building.
War Factory. Gonna be some stuff over here. Flamers.
Yes, sir. Very well.
You have a nosy first.
Waiting.
Oh, never mind. Grens can jump in
Waiting
when they
orders.
like.
At once. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Ivan's coming home.
Once.
Unit lost.
Reporting. Agreed.
The remastered graphics look exactly how I remember the game from my childhood. That's the best way to put it. They did such a good job. Which is why we're switching between. Like, I still love how this looks. And I do like in Red Alert that the infantry are like pixel perfect size rather than weirdly oversized. Because we don't need them that size anymore.
Affirmative.
But the remastered graphics are so good.
Yes, sir. Agreed.
Construction complete.
Agreed.
Okay, overstretching.
New
Back.
construction options.
Let's go 2 heavies, 2 ores, and stack up on the heavies. And let's get... Oh! We can get Teslas now. Do you think EA will continue with Tibson RA2 due to the remasters? I really hope so, but I
Building.
would say don't count on it.
Acknowledged. Ready and waiting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Because we really don't know.
Construction
Yes, sir.
complete.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready. Building.
Waiting orders. Sir. Ready and waiting.
Unit
Any other
lost.
non-RTS games you'd like to do a video or just talk about in general? Yes, definitely. There's a couple of ideas. I've been throwing around ideas about doing something. I want to do something to do with Metroid. And I have wanted to do Metroid stuff for a long time. Probably not necessarily lore because I'm less familiar with that.
Unit ready. Building. Construction.
I suppose outside of C&C, you really need... I'll need to spend quite a long time just digging into the lore of any other series if I want to do a proper look at the lore. But I've wanted to do stuff on Metroid for a while. Perhaps to do with like the atmosphere of those games. How it feels to play Metroid.
Ready.
Something like that would be pretty cool.
Waiting acknowledged.
Right, so we could probably handle 1 Tesla for now. Maybe another over here.
Building. On hold. Cancel. Building. Training. Unit ready. Training. Unit
Also been thinking about doing a video on a really old game called Micromaniacs, which probably no one remembers.
construction complete.
It's kind of a bit obscure, and I'm not sure.
Unit ready.
Not exactly the most popular, but it was a bloody good game back in the day.
Training. Unit ready. Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Training. Building.
Have a scout around.
Unit ready.
A crate there.
Affirmative.
The Half-Life series, so they finally announced Half-Life 3.
Affirmative.
That's,
Affirmative.
that curse I mentioned didn't really work well for
Building.
F-Zero or Mother, unfortunately.
Affirmative.
Report. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yeah, Micromaniacs was this racing game. Do I need to kill that guy? Suppose. There's an obvious joke there, but I narrowly avoided it. It's a spin-off of Micro Machines, apparently, by Codemasters. It was a PS1 game back in the day. I played a lot of.
Affirmative.
But it was like an on-foot racing game rather than in vehicles. It was a weird idea, but it's really good.
Affirmative.
Right, how are we on? Oh my god.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction
Let's
complete.
actually, because while we're floating, let's get a war factory.
Affirmative.
We can get out tanks a bit faster.
Training. Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training. Building. Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Training.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Training.
Why no spam with such eco? Because I wasn't paying attention.
Training.
Primary reason.
Ready. Training.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Unit
Reporting,
ready.
yes, sir.
Training.
Yes, orders. At once.
Unit
Yes,
ready.
Awaiting orders.
Training.
Okay.
Unit ready.
Comrade.
Going on over there.
Yes, sir.
Probably actually get 3 of these guys over here instead.
Construction
Interesting.
complete. Primary building
Vehicle
selected.
reporting. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Now we can get more heavies out. There's probably no need for a Tesla over here because there doesn't seem to be much going on.
Yes, sir.
Hello!
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Now we see things. Let's get some more subs. So we'll use these 4 subs here, and we can get 5 more subs to protect this side.
Building.
Awaiting orders. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Agreed. Yes, sir.
Okay, let's have a nosy around.
Saved.
So many characters in F-Zero could have been explored, could have had their own endings like a fighting game.
Unit ready.
I mean, Captain Falcon being the obvious. I love the suggestion of people have been saying of like a Bayonetta-style beat-em-up, where you play as Captain Falcon, but it's like Smash Falcon rather than the apparently introverted Falcon from the F-Zero games.
Unit ready. Building.
Okay, so we've clearly got a launch going on here. There's probably no need to attack. Whenever you're ready. Did nothing come off? Did anything? Did I miss?
Unit ready.
Report affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Vehicle report. Yes, sir.
Unit
Okay.
ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's send that infantry to
At
inspect
once.
Unit ready.
that mine layer.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Construction.
I guess we'll find out.
Unit.
And they're anti-tank mines, as I recall.
Unit ready. Building.
Go with that.
Unit
sir.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Awaiting
Unit
orders. Yes,
ready.
sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Reporting.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Yeah, lost.
Report. Yes,
Wait,
sir.
icky sausages. Well, here come the crushers.
At once.
Bloody hell. Oh well, there goes our blob. And now we've angered everyone. Okay, so group 1 was a bust. Oh boy.
Unit ready.
Just leg it. Just leg it. We're not doing infantry anymore. You guys get these guys.
Lost.
Yes, sir.
And then you can
Unit lost.
just stand down, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Well done, fellas. Well done.
Acknowledged.
Now, do we want a tech center?
Building.
Yes, sir.
Get another 2 war trucks.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative.
Base is under attack.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Ready and waiting.
Hey! 4 of our guys survived. Well done, fellas.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Okay, we want to get that artillery out of the way first.
Yes, sir.
There's their base.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Report knowledge.
Insufficient funds.
Alright, we'll just keep these guys alive for the rest of the mission.
Report
Hello,
negative.
halves.
Acknowledged.
Actually, this is my patch now, so scram.
Affirmative.
Okay, so all these infantry, we're going to want to have a word.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Alright, hands off. Hands off. Alright.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Report. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Awaiting orders. Vehicle affirmative. Yes, sir.
Base is under
Affirmative.
attack.
Base under attack? We're not having that.
Unit
Vehicle
ready.
acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Building.
Okay.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
So... The tech center just gets us flamethrowers at this level, or like, did it get us a V2? I don't remember. We want aircraft? No, I think we're good.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit
Is there anything
ready.
you guys can do over here? Probably not. There's gonna be tanks.
Affirmative.
Tank time.
Awaiting orders.
Who's been attacking our harvesters?
Unit ready.
We're not having that.
Building. Building.
Vehicle reporting.
Reporting.
Meltdown.
Just blob up time now. That's just blob.
Unit ready. Building.
Am I happy with how far the YouTube channel is right now? Beyond happy, to be honest. I've been on YouTube for
Funds.
about 13 years now, and the last 2 years of No Strings has been absolutely kind of beyond belief. And I'm genuinely just... I can't say how thankful I am that people are actually watching the stuff that I do now. It's just nuts. Because for the last, you know, the 10 years before people found out about No Strings, I just made videos as a creative outlet just for fun.
Unit
So for people to be actually interested in watching was really, really weird, really, and terrifying as well, to be honest, to begin with. Just watching the C&C Rivals reaction, oh my goodness.
ready. Building.
Yeah, that was kind of where it all took off, because when that video went up, this channel had 37 subscribers. And had been at around that point for
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
years, I suppose.
Yes, sir.
And it didn't
Complete.
bother me. It was just, that's just how it was. Like, no one's going to watch this stuff. I'm just doing this for fun.
Unit ready.
I still do make the videos I make now for fun, as a creative outlet. Just because, like, I need to make videos. I need to get all this stuff out of my head. And it's just really weird and really awesome that people are interested in watching.
Building.
So genuinely, thank you for watching right now. I cannot overstate that.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
What are you two off to? Okay. Just heading all over the place for all now. Thank you, Eric.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yeah, I remember I was actually at work when the channel, like, it was the F-Zero doc that took the channel from 160 subscribers to, you know, 2,000 to 4,000. And I was at work when the algorithm picked it up. And my phone just kept pinging and pinging and pinging, and I didn't get home until about 3 or 4 in the morning that day. Because, like, sometimes that's how late I would have to work. That was just like how it went. I'm gonna have to pull back because we're I need to micro here. But it's like I couldn't do anything about it. I couldn't respond to people because I was working. I was just like I was just getting email after email, and I couldn't change the settings. Like, stop emailing me when people subscribe. Stop emailing when people comment and like. Yeah, it's difficult to talk about. It's weird to talk about, but I am just blown away by the fact that people that you're watching, that you're seeing this. I'm just some guy that likes making videos. It's always been just a creative outlet for me. I started back in secondary school because I wasn't doing that well. I wasn't in a school that was a good fit for me. I was kind of struggling. So I was just like, I need something to help me get through, and it was just make videos. Just happens to be the thing that's worked, and from there we get no strings. What do I do for a living? I'm a videographer, although that's kind of really stopped after COVID. So at the moment it's mainly this, I suppose, and some other stuff. But yeah, I do like editing and multi-camera stuff like that. Like other than who are the big ones? Jamie Oliver, Nigella Lawson, Gordon Ramsay. Other than those, if you name a British TV chef, I've likely filmed them. That I do, you know, camera stuff like that. That's mostly been on the back burner since COVID, unfortunately. Anyway, that got a bit real for a bit. Wonder if we'll get a Tibson remaster announced at E3 EA Play. I'm not holding out hope. I would love it to happen, but I'm going to assume that it won't. Just because we really don't know. I'll probably be streaming that. I'd like to stream the some of the E3 that's going on. I'm looking at the Xbox live stream and the Nintendo Direct, and then EA Play is like a week after. I'd like to do those, so if there is something, we'll probably be covering it, but assume that there won't be.
Naval unit lost.
Come on! It's nearly done. It's nearly done. Alright, let's get some more subs. That's too many subs.
Building. Naval unit lost. Naval unit lost.
Right.
Unit ready. Building.
What kind of... what was that? What kind of C&C merch would I like to get? Is this like... if you're talking... like hypothetical? If I could have any C&C merch that I could think of? Gee, I don't know. That would be a big topic. If it's like, of the merch that does exist, I would like to get all the big boxes. Yeah, civilian buildings, I'll go and destroy them once all of the Allied stuff's out of the way. Blow them up.
Unit ready. Building.
Cheers, Eric. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you all of you for stopping by. There we go.
Unit
Right.
ready.
You
Building.
gonna get blown up as you come past. Yeah, assume the worst. If it does happen, you'll be happily surprised. Yeah, so assume that the remasters aren't gonna happen. And if it does happen, bonus. You up? Yeah, the big boxes. I've got the big boxes of
Building.
TD, RA, and TS. I don't have the collectors for RA2, or like the triple head big boxes. I would like those, but at the same time, they are blinking expensive.
Unit ready. Building.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Nice. Okay, you guys over there.
Awaiting orders.
And then, so I think that's everything on land. So we'll go and take care of all the buildings and civvies like that.
Comrade, affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Reporting.
Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
These mine layers running around.
Unit ready. Training. Unit ready.
Awaiting orders.
Training.
sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Just hiding there.
Unit
These what
ready.
came off the transport.
Training.
Vehicle reporting. Awaiting orders.
Anyway.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Ready and
Training.
waiting. At once. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting.
ready.
Report acknowledged.
Training.
Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Training.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Training.
Affirmative.
Right.
Affirmative.
Get you, get that.
Training.
Reporting.
You guys. Let's see if you can find anything over here.
Reporting.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Training.
Affirmative.
That's all the neutrals on, well, civilians
Ready.
on
Training.
on the mini map at least. Yep.
Unit ready.
Anything up here? Can you guys check if there's anything up here?
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Training.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Training.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Report acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
Unit ready.
Who's missing? Who's left over?
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Who's hiding in the shadows?
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Alright. Can't see anyone on the map.
Ready.
So, there we go. I'm just on top of it.
Mission accomplished.
That was weird. How much chuck could a chuck if a chuck? About 10 probably. Sorry, question I missed a while back. Do you know that Westwood went bankrupt or EA gave them a nice pile of cash? So, my understanding of what happened was Westwood was a company that was owned by Virgin Interactive, and Virgin Interactive decided they were going to pull out of the games industry entirely. So they decided to sell on all of their assets, which included Westwood. So Westwood didn't have a say in the matter. Westwood were doing fine, I guess. There might have been some weird management going on at the time, but I'm not sure. But so Westwood was just doing their thing. They were owned by Virgin, and Virgin decided, we're not doing this anymore. Let me just skip this. Which one are we on? Soviet 9. I'll say what's going on in a sec. So yeah, Westwood, owned by Virgin. Virgin said, we'll sell on all our assets. We're done with games. We're just moving on. And EA came along and snapped up Westwood. So it wasn't that Westwood decided to sell themselves. I think I heard that some of the employees had already either worked with EA or said previous things about EA at the time that they weren't in favour of this before this was even on the cards. But it was just a Virgin going, "Hey, we're selling all our stuff. Who wants it?" EA were like, "Yeah, we'll take Westwood off you." My understanding of how it went. Right, I'm going to pretty much call it there, but we'll do one final mission before we end the stream. Just for fun. Where are we? I reckon before we end the stream, let's do this just for fun. We'll do one classic expansion mission with Volkov.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, here's the one.
Unit lost.
Here's our fella.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well.
Oh, is that... He's got the hat, hasn't he? It's like, in the original, this is General Stavros's
Waiting orders. Agreed. Affirmative.
sprite.
Agreed. Acknowledged.
Have they actually given him the hat? Really difficult to make out.
Reporting.
Because like the box art, like you got the box art down here of the original Red Alert. There was fan speculation that that was supposed to be Volkov, and of course, most likely, almost certainly, wasn't supposed to be Volkov at the time. You know, with the green eyepiece and all that. That's not Volkov. But with the remasters, you have the. Let's switch to these. With the remasters, you had the Steam like emoticons that were added, and one of them was a picture that was very clearly supposed to be the key art for Red Alert 1, and it was called Volkov. So technically, that's our first artwork of Volkov that wasn't shared with some other unit. So I suppose retroactively, kinda is. I'm losing the ability to speak now. There we go. I'll blow up the barrels just for fun. There we go. Whoop. It is. This graphical pixel smearing is an original glitch, I think. I'm thinking that I remember this. Classic glitch. The first Boris, indeed. How it feels after modifying the ini files, yeah. There we go. Yes, sir. Reporting. Report affirmative. Ready and waiting. Nice. Right, do we need to blow this up? Sabotage the control center. Ah, we could probably blow it up anyway. Reporting. Agreed. Yes, sir. At once. I bet that's more health. Right, so we have these guys down here, but we don't need to attack yet. Okay, thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. At once. Awaiting orders. Agreed. Acknowledged. Uh-oh. What was that? Chisco has always been a bit wonky in this game. Is this mission supposed to be as easy? Yeah, I think so. I think it's just one of those fun missions. Blow everything up. Gold everywhere. We can't have it, you can't. Helicopter dog. Yeah, there are harder expansion missions. This is just one of those rule of cool ones. Just go and blow stuff up. Why not? Just have fun. Right, can we reach that with the C4? Oh no, doesn't really matter. Okay, I got that out of the way. We're going with the big vehicles. Here's a question: if there were to be a scene, a Red Alert 4, would you guys bring back Volkov and/or Chitskoy as the Soviet commando, or would you go with like Boris or I don't know, maybe even Natasha as a Soviet commando, or something else instead? Because like Volkov never came back, and I'm wondering, maybe that's fine. Maybe it works fine for Volkov to be just like a one-off.
Reporting. Very well. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Kind of increases the mystique of the units rather than bringing it back and changing it.
Acknowledged.
All of them.
Acknowledged.
Because if anything, I might leave Volkov. Reference in the lore in some really obscure way, but not bring back as a full unit. Just keep it a one-off to these games. Maybe bring... I might stick with Boris instead. Boris is quite fun. Natasha and Boris, and you have to take on a malfunctioning Volkov. Brilliant. In lore, Volkov is dead, yeah. Bring them all back in one crazy multi-timeline game. The Red Alert universe might be able to sustain that. That sounds fun. A bit silly, but fun. I haven't played Mental Omega, to be honest, no. Because I know that Volkov is either in or was in at some point. Would it be in the background of an FMV? Maybe, I'm not sure. I don't know if Volkov might be best relegated to something like the Intel database in C&C 3. Just some really obscure mentions, like, hold on a second. Either in a Red Alert game or in a Tiberium universe game. But there's just something about keeping Volkov really... I don't know how to word it. It's difficult to word. You kind of lose the air of mystique about him if you were to bring him back as a full unit, the way that you had with Boris or Natasha. But at the same time, it's also a bit of a shame that the unit was only in a couple of missions in these expansions. Anyway, went off a bit of a tangent there. I'm probably going to leave a stream here. Yeah, we'll probably call it there. Thank you so much for watching. This has been an awful lot of fun. So, we've gone through a couple of missions from each of the games in the Remastered Collection. We might come back to the remasters. Hey, we're getting internet problems. Good timing. We'll probably come back to the Remastered Collection eventually to go through some more of the missions, but it probably won't. It's not on the cards for doing it immediately. I'd like to get through to trying out some other games. I'd like to do, for future streams, do a stream where we talk about, say, there's a recent RTS I'd like to test out called Black Chain, I think it's called. And I would definitely like to go through other old RTSs like StarCraft, Warcraft, maybe more recent ones like Grey Goo, and just try them out just to see what they're like, because other than C&C and Dune, I'm a bit more of an RTS ignoramus, and I'd like to catch up with some things. Definitely some other things as well. I've tested out since a previous stream, and I should now be able to stream some multiplayer of Halo MCC while also playing it, because last we tried that, the network just tanked, and I think I've fixed that issue now. So next time might instead be just hanging out doing some multiplayer in Halo MCC. So that'll be fun. I'd like to get to doing more of these streams, because these are an awful lot of fun. To like intersperse between the edits. Yeah, I think I'm rambling. Thank you so much. We'll call it there. Until next time, take care, everyone. Thank you so much for stopping by. See you, everyone. Goodbye. We'll end it there.